You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, yesterday the inevitable actually happened in the People's Republic of California. AB Hernandez, a male who is a transgender, participated in 3 events at the state championships. And guys, I predicted this. AB Hernandez would actually dominate. And that's what happened. Not a shocker to anyone, right? Not a shocker. Now, of course, the CIF in California, they actually tried to amend their rules to allow females that were actually lost out to AB Hernandez the previous week to participate. But guess what? It didn't matter. AB Hernandez still dominated these girls. It's disgusting, man. It is absolutely disgusting. But this is California, so I guess, I shouldn't be too surprised. AB Hernandez actually walked away with 2 medals, first place, and barely finished second. I mean, pretty much it was almost a complete sweep, but it wasn't. This is absolutely disgusting, folks. Disgusting, but this is California. They violate the law, violate Title IX, violate the executive order that says no males in women's sports, but they don't care. They don't care. And AB Hernandez has now stolen 2 state championships from females. Boy, let's go ahead and get into this. Even ESPN here talked about this. I wasn't expecting this from ESPN. But they even have an article here that says trans athlete AB Hernandez wins 2 California high school jumping events. Yeah. I believe this is probably the first time that ESPN has actually talked about this. Yeah. And even right here, man, it does say that California law allows trans students to compete on set segregated sports teams consistent with their gender identity. And look here, the U.S. Department of Justice also said it would investigate the federation and the district that includes Hernandez's high school to determine whether they violated federal sex discrimination law. They did. They absolutely did do it. They violated the law. Now, over here on Outkick, trans athlete AB Hernandez wins 2 girls' state titles in California. Insane medal ceremony ensues. The state of California ignored President Donald Trump's warning by letting a biological male compete in girls' track and field state championship over the weekend, which led to transgender student athlete AB Hernandez winning not 1, but 2 state titles on Saturday. Hernandez, who recently set the nation's highest triple jump mark in girls' high school track and field for 2025, took first place in a girls' high jump and triple jump during a meet held at Memorial Stadium in Clovis, California. The trans student athlete out of Jurupa Valley High School, I should say, also finished runner-up to the high jump to Woodrow Wilson High School's Lauren Webster, the only female to get the best of Hernandez in any competition at the meet. Not only were young female athletes forced to compete against Hernandez, they also had to participate in a shameful medal ceremony that the far-left California Interscholastic Federation created as a result of President Trump's warning. The CIF announced a rule change days prior to the state championship meet, ensuing any females who finish behind a biological male would be appropriately rewarded a medal because based on where they place among female competitors. Okay, so they just got a medal anyway, right? Did I actually read that correctly? Let me read it again. The CIF announced a rule change days prior to the state championship meet, ensuing any females who finish behind a biological male would be appropriately rewarded a medal based on where they placed among female competitors. Yeah. Okay, so I did read that correctly. Therefore, the female competitors who finished behind Hernandez in the 3 events the trans athlete competed in had to stand next to Hernandez on the podium while holding medals reflected how they had finished in a fair race, one that included only biological females. So when I actually saw, and I probably don't have it pulled up here, but I did see this this picture where AB Hernandez was on the podium on first place with another athlete as well. I believe that was actually on Fox News. I think that's why I saw it. So let me jump over here. Yeah, I believe that this is the one where they actually had the picture of him on the podium. Yeah, so I thought, what is going on right here? So that's AB Hernandez right there. And this is the actual female who should have won right there. Yeah, because it says here, AB Hernandez shares the first place spot on the triple jump podium at the California Track and Field State Championship with a female competitor. Even though I believe on the record books, AB Hernandez is going to be the one that's named who's written down as actually winning this event. Yeah, so this is crazy. But also, guys, by the way, right here, Sophia Lory was actually kicked out of this track meet. Probably just because she was actually wearing this shirt right here that says Protect Girls Sports. She was kicked out. Yeah, and she posts this here. CIF official had me police escorted out of the California State Track and Field Championship. When I asked why, no one could show me a policy following up the actions. A male is dominating in 3 girls events. As a 4-year CIF varsity athlete and California collegiate athlete, I was there to defend girls sports. This is a violation of my First Amendment. See below this post for my explanation video. Let's watch this here of her getting kicked out.
Yeah, but there's no signs. And to hand stuff out, okay. Okay.
So they were saying you can't have any signs.
Can you show me the rail record? Because I'm going to have to give my attorneys a call. So I just want to...
How about we email it to you? Because I don't have it right now. We're trying to run a meeting.
Yes, but
these are all instructions.
I know.
And I know what you're saying, and
I just need to make sure it's already in writing right now, and it's not something that's stuck in.
Well, we're making a meeting on this. We can't have stuff out. That's just
no, I know. But I just wish I knew that plan because I never would have. I would have thrown away my stuff, put in my phone.
Next is Central Post champion, 23-7 3/4. Junior from Monte Vista and Cupertino, Ryan Shan.
So she's getting escorted out right there. And right down here, she posted this right here. So let's go ahead and play this.
Hey everyone, Sophia Lory here. I was just police escorted out of this California State Championship for track and field. So I am now standing in the free speech area because our free speech is only in limited areas, I guess, in America. And so I was here at the Veterans Memorial Stadium. I came to stand up for the girls that are competing against a male in 3 of the girls' events today. And I have these little half-page flyers urging people to sign at xxonly.org to urge CIF to save girls sports. And I have these bracelets that say Save Girls Sports, xxonly.org. I was handing them out to people, having great conversations. Everyone I talked to agreed that it is not fair there's a male athlete competing against females today. I then went back to where my chairs were, and right as I sat down, we had a CIF member and 2 police escorts come up to me and said, "Are you the one that's handing out this information and these bracelets?" I said, "Yes, that's me." And they said, "Okay, we need you to now leave the event."
Wow.
I said, "Why do I need to leave the event?" And they said, "You are breaking our policy by handing out these half sheet flyers and bracelets." And I said, "No, I'm not selling these. I'm giving them out for free. And these are just half sheet flyers." They said, "You need to leave the event. You're breaking our policy." I mentioned, "Can I go put all the flyers into my car? Can I put the bracelets in my car? I want to be here to support the girls." They said no. I said, "Can I throw it all away in front of you? I want to be here to support the girls." They said no. They said the only people that can hand out stuff are vendors. Again, was giving the bracelets out for free. And then I asked, "Okay, then do we have to walk out through the front?" And they said, "No, you had to get police escorted outside through a side gate." So they escorted me outside through a side gate, to which I had to walk almost a mile around to the field to get back to my car in over 100-degree weather, carrying all the stuff, even though I got asked to bring it out right through the front. You can see the parking lot's right here from right outside, and instead they made me walk all the way around. And so I'm simply here to support the girls. I then went back to the front and asked some of the CIF people if anyone could show me the policy. They were not able to show me the policy. They stated there was signs out front that said no posters in. I didn't bring any posters. I didn't bring any banners in. I was just having individual conversations. To get into the event, we had to pay for tickets. I paid for a ticket to get in the CIF event. On our way in, they searched through my bags. They looked at my backpack. They saw all the flyers in my backpack, these half-page flyers. They saw the 200 bracelets in my backpack, and they let me into the event with them. I told them if I knew this was a rule, I would have been doing so. They could still not show me where the rule was. The lady said she had a meet to handle and wouldn't show me the policy, even though she escorted me out of the event with the police. I'm heartbroken for these girls. The fact that CIF is not protecting them. I was a 4-year varsity CIF athlete. 3 of those years I was a captain. I went on to play college soccer here in the state of California. I'm heartbroken that these girls are losing the same opportunities because CIF's not protecting them. And then when people choose to stand up to protect them, CIF is not letting us speak out about what they're doing and what is wrong. And so that is why I now have to be at the freedom of speech area to say anything, because apparently, again, our First Amendment right must only work in certain areas.
Yeah, this is why I refer to California as the People's Republic of California. It is a communist-run cultural Marxist state where if you're a woman, you're losing out to males. This is shameful, man. This is shameful. So this is AB Hernandez here on the shared second place podium with a female. How about this? Just remove AB Hernandez from the podium completely and award the actual winners, the girls, their awards. AB Hernandez should not be up there. It shouldn't be happening. But this is California, folks. This is ridiculous, man. This is completely insane. So AB Hernandez, guys, steals 2 state titles from actual women. And what happens? An actual female gets kicked out of this event for bringing awareness to this male dominating females. Absolutely pure insanity. Shame on California. Shame on the CIF. Shame on Gavin Newsom. You people are scum. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.